We're Craig and Kirsty, a British couple who got married on a beach in 2018, and instead of a honeymoon, we decided to travel the world together, and so we created Tied Knot Travellers. On March the 1st, 2020, we left our home and jobs behind us as we boarded a one-way flight. A few short weeks later, the global pandemic brought the whole world to a stop, and all our travels were cancelled. Undeterred, we stayed put and continued our adventure exploring the country we were in, Estonia. Between us, we have visited 51 countries, and we'd love you to join us as we continue our travels and explore the world.
Today we're exploring Lahemaa National Park, which is on the north coast of Estonia. It covers an area of 747 kilometres squared and is approximately 70 kilometres east of Tallinn. So it's one of the largest national parks in Estonia and one of the largest also in Europe.
So we need a full day to explore. Actually, we need several days, but we only have today. And last night we stayed in Võsu in a lovely accommodation which saved us from camping in the rain last minute. So we were really pleased we managed to get that booked yesterday on our way over. And today we are in the beautiful little village of Käsmu, and it's famous for having really cool boulders. So we're headed towards the coast to check them out quickly.
So there's lots of boulders, large boulders, and they're all along the coastline, or a lot of them are. So we're going to go and check that out. And we've got several stops today.
Yeah,
so
we're going to try and squeeze as much in as we can into one day because it's the end of our road trip and we're kind of running out of time.
So we've got quite a lot to get through, and today we finally head back to Tallinn.
We do, yeah.
After a long trip around Estonia.
Yeah, it's been amazing and we're kind of sad that it's over, but on to the next adventure.
Quite excited to get back to Tallinn as well.
Yeah, excited to see Tallinn again.
Known as the Captain's Village from 1884 to 1931, tiny Käsmu was home to a marine school that churned out ship captains. At one stage, it was said that every Käsmu family had at least one captain in their midst, and by the 1920s, a third of all boats in Estonia were registered to this village. It lies in a stone field, boasting the highest concentration of erratic boulders in Estonia. Today, it is a popular place for summer holidays and hosting events. We wandered around to explore the beach area, and due to the warm weather, those infamous Estonian mosquitoes were out to get us again. So we decided to head inside and grab ourselves some lunch at the shop before heading off to see some more of Lahemaa National Park.
Käsmu shop.
We've stopped in Käsmu shop. It's a cute little shop, quite modern actually. There's all the essentials in here, but they do a nice lunch. So they've got a burger on offer, chicken burger and beef burger. They also do wraps as well. So I've gone for the chicken burger. It's really good, €3, really fresh, really tasty. I don't like cucumbers, so I asked for mine without cucumber.
I've got I think it's a cheese salad wrap, I'm not sure, but I'm just happy to have found some food, and we're in here sheltering from mosquitoes because we've just been eaten alive out there and it's muggy today, so they're out in force.
It is perfect weather for the mosquitoes. Check out this bite on my wrist. We use something called Plix to treat mosquito bites. It is an absolute lifesaver.
It doesn't get rid of them, it helps.
Gets rid of the pain and irritation, that's for sure.
On to destination number 2.
An hour's drive from the capital city of Tallinn is this tiny village inside Lahemaa National Park called Viinistu. It has a population of just 148 people, but this tiny village has quite a story behind it. These concrete suitcases of Viinistu are a reminder of those who had to flee Estonia in the Second World War, including the man whose money created this arts complex, Jan Maniski. Jan was born in Viinistu during World War II. As the Russians were advancing west, pushing the Germans out of the Baltics, Estonians began to flee the country. They knew what was coming: Russian occupation. Jan's father was a fisherman, so he put the family on his small fishing boat and fled across the Baltic Sea, settling as a refugee in Sweden. That's where Jan grew up and became the manager of the successful Swedish band, ABBA. After Estonian independence, Jan returned to his birthplace and immediately began to make a difference. He was their first foreign minister, bought and resuscitated a major Estonian newspaper, restored a historic island off the coast, opened a restaurant in Viinistu, and built the art museum in the former fish factory behind the 100 suitcases.
We just made the 30-minute drive over from Käsmu to Purekkari Telkimisala, which is this beautiful beach that I'm standing on, and it's got a sand spit over there, and I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a rainbow that has appeared over there just in time for our arrival. Totally worth driving through a rainstorm for, and I really want to swim in this water. It just looks so inviting, and it's just this little sand bay here with no one. It just feels like own little private beach. So nice. Could stay here all day easily.
It is absolutely stunning here at Purekkari Telkimisala. The natural beauty is just on another level. And actually it's the most northerly point in Lahemaa National Park, and I think it's even the most northerly point in Estonia. It's such an isolated place and we pretty much have it to ourselves. There's a few people that have arrived on the beach now that the sun's come out, but it's so quiet and the beaches are beautiful. The water is crystal clear. You've got the trademark boulders on the land and sticking out of the water as well, the trademark Estonian boulders.
This coastline just seems to have these boulders all the way along. Driving along is just beautiful with these boulders everywhere.
It's calling me, like the rainbow, like the rainbow. It's calling me, like the rainbow.
Here at the northern end of the Pärispea Peninsula is Purekkari Telkimisala, which is the northernmost edge of the mainland of Estonia. We arrived to find yet another of Estonia's famous RMK nature sites, which have free camping facilities for all to enjoy. We had this beautiful area to ourselves for a while and got to enjoy the tranquility of Estonian nature and these famous boulders along the coastline.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's spectacular here. Really want to go for a swim. Unfortunately, we haven't got time. We've got to head on to the next location. So let's head off.
One day to see it all.
Our next stop inside Lahemaa National Park is Kolga Manor, which was the largest manor in Estonia with its 50,000 hectares of land. Like many grand buildings in this part of the world, Kolga Manor has a very colourful past. Dating back to 1298, the late 16th century Swedish king John III awarded the manor to the French nobleman Pontus de la Gardie, who served Sweden and Denmark as a general and eventually settled in Estonia. The manor was part of the dowry in a marriage to a member of the Swedish Stenbock family, who then owned the estate until 1940, when, like everything else in Estonia, was nationalised by the Soviet Union. After the re-independence of Estonia, the estate was returned to the Stenbock family in 1993, but was up for sale until 2014, when Anu Koppel, owner of Adelberg Real Estate, bought the estate with the aim of keeping it open to the public. We were able to go inside and met a friendly lady who was running a shop inside this former palatial-looking building with its crumbling walls and peeling plasterwork. She told us of the migrating algae that you can see here. The green patches move around the building over time. There are some exciting plans for the future of Kolga Manor, including a restaurant, concert venue and hotel. Join us next time for the final part of our Estonian road trip. We explore more of Lahemaa National Park, including Viru Bog, and finish this month-long journey at Jõgala waterfall, before heading back to where it all began, Tallinn. If you can't wait that long, head over to our Instagram at Tide Not Travellers for daily updates on what we're currently up to and what's coming up in our future videos.
And today we are now in, what's it called?
Yeah, so there's lots of boulders.
KASMU. You've got sauce coming out of your mouth. Yeah, you got it in one.
That would be a good outtake.
We've just made the 30-minute drive from Käsmu over to Purekkari. Is that what's called? We just made the 30-minute drive over from Käsmu to here, which is Purekkari Telkimisala, and it's a... We've just made the 30-minute drive from Käsmu over to Purekkari Telkimisala, which is this beautiful